Hey guys, welcome back to another video, our road to $10,000 per month. Today is currently day 29 of the challenge, right? Yeah, it's day 29 and it is the 12th of February, right? 2024. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you've been consistently watching my videos, welcome back. I truly do appreciate the support that you guys have been showing me, right? So we currently have 7 weeks to go, right, of the challenge, and I'm not phased at all, right? I'm still sticking to my plan. As I've told you guys last week, I started my outreach campaign, and once that is over, I'll record a video where I'm analyzing the results basically, right, and letting you guys know how that campaign went and stuff like that, So I'm still pretty optimistic, There's literally no reason to be stressed out at this point in time. Yeah, so let me not waste any more of your time, right? Then just get right into the topic of today's video, right? So today's topic, right, is the power of one. And I just wanted to speak about how, like, over the years I've realized that just focusing on that one thing can get you tremendous results. Or you can just basically learn more by focusing on one thing compared to like focusing on a lot of things, right? So in my journey, right, of entrepreneurship so far, I've tried out a lot of things. I've tried a lot of things. It started with drop shipping, right? I started with drop shipping. Just wanted to make myself more money. I think I gave that like a month or two, and I was like, nah, this doesn't work. After drop shipping, it was Amazon FBA. I gave that like a month or two. After it didn't work. I had something that was called the silver spoon syndrome, right? So basically, whenever I see something brand new, whenever I see an advert, that says you can make more money by trying this thing out, I jump on it, and I'm like, oh, okay, this one looks cool. Let me try it out. Give it some time. If in a couple of months it doesn't work out, I jump on another one. If it doesn't work out, I jump on another one. And I've realized that anything that you decide to do is gonna be hard. You have to give that thing a lot of time, because mastering a skill, right, or actually learning a lot about how a business works, like how a certain business works, it requires a lot of time. And in that time, you have to be failing a lot, right? So that you can learn what actually works. There has to be like a whole lot of trial and error, right? So basically, focusing on just that one business that you've always wanted to start could be very beneficial for you. Because even with my agency, right, I told myself that I'm giving it 5 years, right? Basically, not even 5 years, like the next 5 to 10 years, I want to learn as much as possible about this business model. Because imagine if I had started five businesses, right? Started five businesses and each of them were getting 20% of my energy, you know, it should be reasonable that I should expect 20% of the results, compared to if I only had one business and I put in 100% effort of it, right? I should expect 100% of the results. It only makes sense, right? Because whatever you choose to water, right? When you water a plant, whatever, yeah, whatever you choose to water will grow, right? Whatever you give your energy to will grow, basically. So that's what I wanted to talk about, and examples I could give you guys on this is like there's people in high school, right, that you'd find out that they're good at a lot of sports, right? They're good at hockey, they're good at tennis, they're good at rugby, at every single sport, right? But then it happens that that person doesn't master any of the sports. So it's basically like you're a jack of all trades, but you're a master of none. You could be above average in all those things that you choose to do, but at the end of the day, you're not going to be master at any of them, which is pretty pointless. And actually, the inspiration to make this video came after I had a conversation with a friend of mine, right? So this friend of mine basically he wanted to do like a lot of things at once, right? Because that's how his mind works, right? Like he's always coming up with ideas. He wants to focus on this thing and focus on that thing and focus on that thing. Basically, each thing requires a certain percentage of his energy, right? So I basically told him, I'm like, bro, imagine what would happen if you just gave 100% of your energy into that one thing. And I know that it can be hard, it's difficult, especially if you've invested a lot of time in all of those things, right? It can be pretty hard to like let go, right? But think about it in this way, right? Imagine, let's say for the next 5 years, you have five different businesses and each of them are getting 20% of your energy, right? I mean, like, what results are you actually expecting? Are you just hoping that one of them are just gonna, grow and that's the one that you're gonna go with after the 5 years or whatever time frame that you put, you know, compared to if you just invested all of your time, all of your energy, and all of your attention in that one particular business or that one skill that you're deciding to learn, right? Obviously, if you invest all of that in just that one skill or business in 5 years' time, you'd have known way more than if you had chosen to invest just 20% of your time, your energy, and attention into that thing, right? And you just have more clarity when you're just focusing on one thing, right? Because while you're focusing on a lot of things, when you're working on this one, you're still thinking about that one. When you're working on this one, you're still thinking about that one. So basically, your your energy is like it's all over the place, right? It's all over the place, and for me, that's not a good thing. I don't know what other people think about it, but it's definitely not a good thing, And there's this example that I like using, right, where Patrick Bet David made this example. So he's a serial entrepreneur, right? So he made this example of there were these guys who were in college and they were playing football, right? And the coach could see that these guys they distracted by something. They're not performing to their usual expectations, right? And the coach actually found out that a lot of these guys have a lot of girlfriends, right? Some of them have like four girlfriends, five girlfriends, six girlfriends. Obviously, when you have that many girlfriends, all of them are going to require attention from you, right? And time and energy. So imagine having six girlfriends. You have to give your time to this one, to that one, to that, So basically, they're all taking away your time, your energy, and your focus, right? And the coach basically sat down with them and he was like, listen, guys, you need to sort out your personal lives. And eventually, all of them had to cut off their girlfriends. Obviously, it's difficult, because you have a connection with, I suppose, all of them. But that happened, and then they only had one girlfriend, all of them. And their results just started. Their results were just insane after that because now they were actually focused. All their energy and their time and their attention were going into that one girl, that one sport, that one skill or whatever it may be for you. So I know this video wasn't as organized as I wanted it to be. Yeah, but I just hope that you find some value in what I had to say. And yeah, I'll see you guys again tomorrow in another video. Same place, same time. Yes, sir.